These things, I'm thinking about this. I was watching other Japanese shows and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Language is what makes our thinking, right?
Yeah. Yes. No, 100%. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So that's what Arrival was really talking about as well.
Yes.
And
yeah.
we think, I don't know if it's necessarily all languages, but there are, especially in the English, there is this words of stop and start. And you know what I mean? Like there's different context to how we use our things. So like whenever we don't, like in some languages, you won't say bye, you'll say I'll be back. Like there's no word as bye.
Right. Yes.
But there's a different meaning if you're saying I'll be back.
Yes. Oh, that's fascinating. You're right. It's context.
Mm-hmm.
Language creates context, and maybe we're only perceiving things in this way because that's the context we're giving ourselves.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Wait, hold on. This goes back to the Bible. Because remember when I finished, it was like, oh, in the beginning was the Word?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you look at that as an allegory, like that's actually the I'm pretty sure that's like the opening line of the Bible, which is like, in the beginning there was the Word. But if that's true, I'll have to check it. Then that makes sense because the Word is what gave us context to our reality.
Mm-hmm.
We created our reality the moment we created words.
Yeah.
Because before words, we're in our reality.
Yeah.
But then we're like, words created the identification state, right? It's like dog, computer.
Mm-hmm.
Like these all, if you didn't have a word for it, you'd be like,
yeah.
You know, it's just existing.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, you know.
Ooh, that's trippy, bro.
If you don't have the word called individuality, and
you only had one.
If you only had the word collective, that's the only way you can think. You can't think individual because there's no word.
Oh, that is trippy. That's trippy, actually. Yeah. Because it's words that create the separation from non-separation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what if that's the answer? But I just hit it on the head because, like, you know, like yogis say, like there is non-separation within separation, or it's like apparent separation within non-separation.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? But it's like the language created that. It's like yours, mine, you, me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we automatically separate ourselves.
Yes.
Just because we created words.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Bible says, in the beginning there was the Word.
Right.
Because words created our reality.
Yes.
Dude, that's so trippy to think about.
And if you think about it, we're living in an English reality. English world reality.
Yes.
Right, as majority of the population of the world speaks English, or can speak English. So,
okay. I was watching this interview with the Dune director, and like this is totally related to that. The host, I think it was like Stephen Colbert. He didn't understand what he was saying, so he's like, the director was saying how we create our own language through this thing, and you would hear Zendaya say, like, you're crazy. That's how it was translated, right, on screen. But what they were actually saying was, you're drinking sand, right? Because that's what a crazy person would do.
Yeah.
Instead of drinking water, you're drinking sand. So it's like, to her, she's like, you're drinking sand. But to us, we're like, you're crazy. It's totally different meanings. Like, when you say you're crazy, I'm like, what does that mean? That's so arbitrary. But if you're like, you're drinking sand, I'm like, oh, I got it. Like, who would do that? Why are you doing that? What's wrong with you? Like, all of these other things. So it's like, that's a small example of context, or like words create the context and they fill in more. You know, because crazy is so arbitrary. It's like, that could mean anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like, you're drinking sand, so specific, and I have like emotions that come out when I hear you're drinking sand. But to go back to it, it's like, we live in a Western world, and like crazy is a Western term, right?
Yes.
But like, what other?
Yeah, I mean, like there's all the things that we do, and like I see it when, like, in Bollywood movies or things like that. Like whenever they talk about someone coming to like Canada or whatever, it's like certain words we use. Like it's the same word can mean different things, right?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
No, like we like in English, right? Like oh shit, or like
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking about.
Oh,
Like
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
there's different meanings for the same word.
Right,
So how do we understand?
like oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Like it's
There's
the
so many.
intonation.
Yeah.
That's true too. Wow. Yeah, we really don't even think about the power of our words. So people say it all the time, words matter.
Hmm.
And I've heard this like it was kind of jokingly. They meant it, but I was like, oh, that's like kind of a joke. This rapper was saying like, um, it's called spelling because you put a spell on people. And
Hmm.
I was like, oh, that's clever. But then now if I think about it, I'm like, that's actually true. It's not just clever. It's like
Right.
you are literally like casting a spell on other people because
Yeah.
it makes you feel a certain way.
Hmm.
Wow, language is like so powerful. We just take it for granted because we're all talking in that way.
Yeah.
It's like the dog who had the existential crisis. I don't know if that's true, but they taught the dog how to like speak using like pads. So it would hit something, it would like create a word, and the dog asked, "Why dog?" So he's like, "Why my
Right.
dog?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, damn, we're creating like this whole existential dilemma for the dog because now he's able to emote his feeling
Hmm.
or like communicate his feeling."
Yeah. Right.
Like I don't know, that could just be like social media
Sure.
hackery.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but
But like
the
if it
point
is
is,
true,
yeah.
like bro, words are in the beginning was the word, bro.
Hmm.
The Bible was right. Yeah. All right, trippy. That's a good ending. Any other things to that?
No, that was the thing that I kind of figured out this weekend.
Yeah, no, that's a mind blow. Well, there's been a bunch of mind blows in this podcast. Like thinking about the two realities simultaneously. Like I never thought about this. I'm like, oh yeah, that explains a lot of what they're trying to say.
Hmm.
Okay, wait, hold on. You know what we're missing in society? And we okay, here. What time is it?
Hour 30. We'll wrap it up
Okay,
soon.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, last thing,
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
thing. All right, check this out. So I posted a video, an old video I made of myself.
Okay.
Okay, where it's just a highlight reel of things I've done, but it's not up to date. I was just like on YouTube. I uploaded the new video of like me and Wobb's adventure, and I saw that video come up, and I was like, oh, let me watch this. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's I had done those things, but we don't realize why we do things until we go back and then all right, how do I explain this? It's like you were onto something and you just fulfilled it out. Okay.
Hmm.
So me watching that video, I was like, oh, that's how I got here. Or like that's something important I shouldn't forget. Or like,
Right.
yeah, I can do those things, right? Okay. So check this out. What is the one thing we're missing in society right now? And it's being stifled and like being stomped out through cancel culture.
What history? I don't understand. What?
The Socratic method.
Oh, okay.
But think about Socratic gamers, bro.
Mhm.
Again, it's like, why did we name it that? And you're just like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Yeah.
it's like in that moment, like there's something there. It's like there was a truth that we were trying to hold on to,
Hmm.
and so we named it that. But then, like, you forget. We just take this for granted. It's like, yeah, we should do this every week. We just like chat, whatever. And then, but through this podcast, I was illuminated to two really deep things, which is like language and alternative realities, just by talking to you.
Yeah.
Which is like dialectic, the Socratic method,
Right.
which is like, why? We're just ask each other why back and forth, and like through this conversation of why, we're able to like illuminate ourselves to ideas,
Hmm.
right? But we're being stifled in that now because it's like you can't say certain things. Watch out what you say.
Sure. Yeah.
But that's trippy because we literally just talked about the power of words. And if you're canceling words, are you canceling like true inspiration,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And is that the means to control a populace?
Yes, you're affecting freedom.
Yeah, it's like 1984 stuff. You're
Mhm.
like, if I just control the way people think, I can control society. But for real though,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
if you, and I think that what is great about it's like people are like, oh, like I want to hit 1 billion views.
Mhm.
Okay. But if you hit that 1 billion views, you have to self-censor. You and
Oh,
I could say whatever we want, right? Well, to a degree. We can't say like
sure.
everything,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
we can say certain things because our audience isn't that big. But as soon as you like beware the gates that you open, you know what I mean? Like everyone's like, I want to be famous. I want to be famous. And as soon as you open that gate, it's like there's no coming back, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of things that you have to mitigate from that.
Mhm.
You know, like with the spa, we were driving back, and I was like, oh, I wonder like what, because I'm sure like Timothy from Dune, and Zendaya have gone to these spas, and she was like, no, they've never gone to these spas. I'm like, what do you mean? Like they're too famous. Like maybe when they were like less famous, but now they could never go to the spas because then you'd be like filmed all the time because you bring your phone. So like I would just film them, like
Mhm.
catch them doing something dumb, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like a golden cage, bro. You're like
Yeah.
a bird in a cage made of gold,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But it's almost like we feel like they're trying to do this to society now, which is like, why can't we talk about anything?
Yeah, that's the sometimes you don't know what you're trying to fix. And you think that this is the thing to fix it, but it's not the case.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like they had good intentions,
Yeah.
but the road to hell is paved with good intentions, though.
It can happen, yes.